I'm Jeb, and I want to break into this castle before you're supposed to. If you're familiar with the story of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, you'll know that this is where Hans was sent to deliver an offer of alliance before your company ran into a little hiccup. And by the time you actually get to Trotsky Castle, the guards and Ulrich won't even let you in. You eventually do get into the castle later on in the story, but that takes a while, and I'm feeling impatient. So let's see if we can bust our way in here. Starting right after the gallows, I first have to make the long, arduous trip all the way up the hill to the castle to see if there's any weak points or some way that we can just jump over the wall. Trying the front door, there's no option to interact with it, and they don't even let me punch it, so I guess I can't break my way in, but there is another door on the other side, so let's go try it. Again, no luck, so I walk around the perimeter of the castle, and there appears to be a couple promising areas of rocks that lead up to the top of the wall, but the game developers thought of that and placed an invisible barrier on the rocks, so that crosses rock climbing off of our ways to get in. After circling the entire castle, there seems to be no obvious weak points. Well, if we can't go over the castle, then maybe we can go under it. It was at this point I remembered a quest where you have to escape the castle with Hans using a secret passageway, so maybe we can use that cave to our advantage. I make the trek all the way out to Apollonia and find the fittingly named Cave of Apollonia. Upon entering and making my way through all the passageways, I come across a door. I know that this door leads to the castle dungeon, but sadly, there's no option to interact with it. Depressing. So maybe, instead of trying to get ourselves into the castle, we can just get someone to bring us there instead. It was at this point that I had another idea. Double homicide. After finding a poor townswoman, I explained to her the importance of sword safety and reported myself immediately to the guards.
Stop! You violated the law.
Just one isn't enough for this to work. The bailiff will only brand you. So, after being released, I found another unfortunate soul in this alleyway and dropped her off in front of the guards. This time I'll make it into the castle for sure.
Halt, murderer! We know how to make quick with that brand on your neck. The only thing you'll be getting for what you've done is the rope.
Yeah, the guard said something about giving me a rope. I think that'll help me climb over the wall or something like that. So we'll see what happens after this cutscene. Oh, he meant that kind of rope. Well, at least I made it into Trotsky's castle, right? Okay, I'm just kidding. You know that doesn't actually count, so we're going to have to go back to the drawing board and figure out a better way to get into the castle. And then that's when it hit me. The best idea I've had so far. It came to me when I was scrolling through console commands. Let's just cheat our way in.
You need to leave!
Okay, I know it sounds bad, but desperate times call for desperate measures, and I want to see what the hell is actually going on in there. To do what I'm about to do, first you have to be on PC because I cannot imagine that this works on console. Open the launch options in your game's launcher, type in -dev mode, then reboot the game. In the console, which you can open by pressing the tilde key, type in WH_actor_jump height equals 15 or something high. Then we'll go back to the gate and then Super Mario jump over it. Nice. Now we're in. If you like that little tutorial on how to cheat, please drop me a sub. Or else you'll end up like that townswoman back in Trotsky. But now we are definitely in an area game which we're not supposed to be in, and you can tell based on what the AI is doing. All the guards are pacing around the courtyard in random directions, and for some reason, they all have their bows out like they're getting ready to shoot somebody. Weird. Also, for some strange reason, they are immortal. I hit this dude so many times with my hunting storm and also with a polearm, but they never died. They never even try to fight back or arrest you. Walking through the rest of the castle, there are normally a bunch of NPCs smithing or cooking or hanging about, but now it's like a ghost town in here. I think the game may not have loaded them in just to save on the frame rate. I checked, but Ulrich is gone too. I expected Henry to be laying sick in the bed on top of the maiden tower, but even he is gone. Coming back down into the courtyard, I just randomly died. Like no one even hit me, the devs just got sick of me being in here. So anyways, that's how you get in. If you like this video, YouTube thinks you'll like this other one shown on the screen, or check out my shorts too, I got a lot of them. Bye.